Boom. Yeah, that's me, Token Vaping. How's it going, guys? Today's juice review is a flavor from an ongoing line that I'm doing as part of my rotation. As many of you know that have had a chance to watch my other videos, I am trying to condense the amount of time it takes each video so that they're a bit easier to watch, so you don't feel like it's just going on and on and on. And it helps me devote a little bit more specific time to each flavor, because that's the least I can do if companies are putting the time and effort in to make a quality juice to put out there for vapors. However, the downside to all of it is that it does take me a bit longer to get through a company's line, per se, by doing it in that sense. But I feel it's easier to do a few companies at a time and go through a rotation on them, and just do a flavor per line and then come around full circle than to try to do a video per flavor, of one company and then move on to the next company and then move on to the next company. I feel like that takes way too long, and it's really not fair to the companies who are allowing me the privilege and honor to do a review for them. So I am trying to get to everybody as quickly as I can. It does take a little bit of time, so I do apologize. Everybody's pretty much been understanding and accommodating as well, so I'm very humbled and appreciative for that. Now, today's flavor is from a company that's based out of Escondido, California. I had the chance to meet one of the main guys at an expo, and just a great guy. These people are truly serious and passionate about vaping, period. There are many that are, but I mean, this company is one of those ones that as soon as you start talking about, vapors, advocacy, dedication, passion, these are one of the companies that always is at the top of most people's lists. They also make mods, and one of their mods are pretty much some of the best on the market from my opinion, and from a lot of others that I know. It's always in people's sets, daily setups. Whenever they go and travel, they generally, if they own one, they usually have it with them. With that, the company is TvL. And if you follow social media at all, if you know anything about vaping at all, you've seen this logo. You may not have known who they were specifically, but I know most people have seen this logo. It stands for the Vape Lounge, and the main site for this is the vapelounge760.com. They are on the internet with that webpage, the vapelounge760.com. They are also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I believe they have a Snapchat. I mean, they are all over the place when it comes to social media. They put as much effort into all their marketing, their customer service, the quality of their products. I mean, everything. But this is one of the bottles from their line of juice. This is where it says TvL. It's the vape sauce, hashtag the vape sauce. The name of the flavor is OG. There is... Oh, at TvL Squad, sorry about that. It does have their nicotine level here, California flag, and it says max VG base and the warning and ingredient labeling that is needed. It is a child safety cap. However, because it is such a larger size bottle, they do supply you with a nozzle tip for pouring as well if you don't use a unicorn bottle. If you do use a unicorn bottle, then you have no problems whatsoever. But they do also provide one, which is really cool. Now, real quick, I know I've said it before, and I know I still get people that do ask. Max VG does not mean 100% VG. Most flavors aren't going to do 100% VG because it's really truly going to kind of take away everything else out of the flavor, or else it wouldn't be 100%. It would be more. All max VG means is that that's for the mixture ratio that they are doing for that particular flavor. That is the maximum amount of VG that they want to put into it that enhances and makes that flavor the best possible version of that flavor that they want to put out. So that's really all that is in a nutshell. But there are, like I said, there are still people that do ask about it and do want to make sure. So I would like to make sure that they do understand the difference. Now, as I said, they also do make mods, and one of their mods I had the extreme honor and pleasure to finally be able to acquire after I heard a lot about it. It is the TvL Colt 45 competition mech mod. I did do a video on this mod with one of their flavors. If you want to check my playlist with that, you will see my opinion and my explanation about the mod. But because I was able to acquire one, and as I stated in the past, I am going to use the mod to do the the juice review. Now, obviously, it is a Mac mod, so there's no changing of wattage or anything like that. So it's on it just a dual coil 5-route 22 gauge. It's just a simple build, but it's really good on flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. It is on a fresh wick. Regardless of what mod I'm using, I always try to do a fresh wick. And the cotton I use is from Texas Tough Cotton. Just works really well. It's easy to work with. It's really durable. It doesn't take a whole lot to wick up, and it doesn't have a very strong cottony taste, especially on a first vape. So that's one of the main reasons why I really enjoy it. So on Instagram, it's Texas Tough Cotton. And with a custom drip tip, I have the TvL top cap as well. So it matches with the Cold 45 mod really, really beautifully, and you'll see that once I put it all together. So we're going to go ahead and bust this open. And this is OG, and this is supposed to be it's a satisfying blend of sweet guava. So I've never actually had guava in a vape. I have tried it once or twice before in actual physical form. So it's got a very, very tropical sweet smell to it. If you like tropical flavors, this definitely smells like it'd be something right up your alley. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the nozzle on. And I'm going to go ahead and juice up really quick. So, like I said, I'm basically going off of literally what I get out of this vape. Because like I said, I've only had a guava once or twice in true form. And it was long enough ago that I don't fully remember it. So, as far as to whether or not I can say it's going to taste exactly like the actual fruit itself, I would be lying to you if I said I could. So this literally is going to be a very new first vape, first review, first opinion, everything else. However, I'm not trying to tell you how you should take it. Somebody that eats guava on a regular basis may have a better judgment on this. And if they do, I would love to hear it, because I'm always interested in learning other people's opinions and hearing about other people's reactions and their viewpoints on flavors as well. Whether they are the same as mine, whether they differ with mine, why they differ, it's always awesome. It's why I like the vaping community, because it's so diverse and it's made up of such a unique group of people. But I'm not trying to impose it on anybody. I'm not trying to force it on anyone. I'm not trying to tell you because this is what I got, this is what you will get for sure. That's not how I work. So I'm just going to go ahead and juice this up a little bit more, since I got the juice flowing through here, and we'll go from there. Now, one thing I always keep an eye out for when I get to more tropical, fruitier flavors is, even though it says max VG, because the flavors are lighter, I still have found that I tend to get a slight bit of a throat hit out of it. So I'll be curious to see how this stacks up to that. But I'll go ahead and cap up, and as you can tell, there is with the top cap. It's just a really, really beautiful combination to me. So this is OG, which is a guava blend from TvL on the TvL Cold 45. Okay, so I got the juice through on that one. I'm going to go ahead and just juice this up a slight bit more. And while I'm doing this real quick, they are having a sale on these on their website. These are 120 ml bottles. But I promise you, if you go to the website and check out their pricing for these, you will be impressed with what they're asking for. This size bottle of juice. It's a really, really great deal, and they come in a 0, a 1.5, a 3, a 6, and a 12. So basically they cover as wide a range of vapors as possible to try to be as accommodating as they can. Okay, so it has a very tropical fruit taste to that. Now, again, like I said, I'm going to be completely honest. It's been a while since I've had an actual guava in physical form, so it'll be hard for me to say for sure whether or not it matches up completely to a guava. But it is a very fruity, full-bodied flavor for what it is. It has a nice tropical hit to it. Now, my concern with it was because it is a more citrusy, fruitier flavor, and those flavors always seem light, even if you're doing a Max VG, you do tend to get a very slight throat hit off of it because it is a lighter flavor, and that is what I do get out of this for me. But I am a little more sensitive to a throat hit than a lot of other people are. I'm not a huge fan of it, so I think I tend to I tend to look for it more, so it may just affect me a little bit worse than others. But I do get a slight throat hit out of this. Not enough to where it ruins it for me. I'm not like choking on it or it makes it seem like it's a bad flavor taste-wise, but there is enough of it that I definitely do feel it. So there are a lot of people out there that I come across that do like that throat hit because it is what helped them transition over to vaping. So if you do like a throat kick but you don't want to go super strong, this has just enough to where you feel it, but it's not enough to where it's like somebody's kicking you in the throat. If you're not a fan of a throat hit, I would still give it a line a try. TvL makes high quality everything, so it's still a really good solid flavor, and it might be something that you could work with. But if you absolutely do not like a throat hit, this may not be the flavor for you, just because there is a little bit of one. But it's still, that is a very fruity. It's a sweet flavor. I like that it's weird because you know that it's a tropical style fruit. A guava is not like an everyday fruit that you see. It's like a watermelon or a strawberry or something like that. It is more of a tropical essence. So it almost has that feel like when you vape it, you feel the more tropical aspect of it, which I always thought is cool. But still, just like the other flavors that I've had the opportunity to try in this line, it's a rock solid flavor. So definitely check them out. It's the vapelounge760.com. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, email them directly. They are an amazing group of people. They have no problems taking time to talk shop with people, helping them understand vaping more, helping them understand about mods and different aspects of vaping, things like that. Just a really solid group of people. But Vape Lounge, thank you guys so much. It is always a continued honor and privilege to be able to work with you guys, to do a review on your products. Thank you so very much. As always, guys, Token Vaping, I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Anything that I can do for you to help further enhance your vaping experience and make it more enjoyable for you, that's all I want to do. That's my goal with all of this. I just want to help vapors enjoy it more. So anything that I can help out with, just let me know. I will get back to you as quickly as I can, and hopefully it'll help you, at least steer you in the right direction to find a better flavor, find that all-day vape for you. Whatever it is I can do to help, just let me know. But as always, until next time, at the end of the day, no matter what, always remember, vape on, vape strong. Have a good night.